Bread and cat food?
Yep.
Yeah, bread and cat food. Hey guys. Michael and the kids are about to go to church.
We're trying to give orders before we hit the live button, but it didn't work. We tried to get them out of here, and they wouldn't go. And yeah,
it's been such a struggle to get the kids to leave. I'm just kidding. I hope everybody's having a good day. Good day today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been, well, this morning it was a little drizzly,
and cold,
but it's been a really nice day after that.
Kind of.
Hey, Flat Creek.
It's been raining on and off, and so we've been trying to get things done. Hey, Carla. We actually have been working on Amber's camper today.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
Hey, Roy.
Hey, Roy. Got a little bit done to Amber's camper.
How many loads?
Not
2 or
a ton.
3?
Whatever you think. Just look at them when you get there.
Yeah. Probably 3 or 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian. Hey, Kathleen. Hi, Bev. Hi, Liam. Hi, Laura. Hi, Jean.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me. Hey, Pam. Sick of the rain yet? Yes and no.
Yeah.
Every time it rains, I tell myself that means I don't have to go stand out there with the hose for hours and hours and hours and water the yard
and the yard and everything.
So yes, I'm a little sick of the rain, but also I'm kind of thankful for it because it's free water falling from the sky.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it requires 0 effort. The only problem is you can't like turn it up or turn it down, the flow. So sometimes it washes the yard away and other times it does it just right.
Howdy, Rachel. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really. We didn't even discuss what we was even going to be doing on here today. So when it rains, I can't work in the yard.
Yeah.
Hey, Rhonda. Hi, Barbara.
Howdy, everybody.
Hope to see you at Mid-America. Oh, hey.
We are going to try to go.
We're going to try.
Our Suburban is still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't promise anything because our Suburban is down. Well, I mean, it's not actually down, but it's got a leak in the rear end, and I don't want to burn up the brand new rear end that I just put in there. So yeah, it's and the thing is it's it's an axle seal, and to be able to fix that, I've got to tear the rear end pretty much completely apart to get the axle out to replace the seal, and it's just not something that's been on my to-do list yet.
Hey, Sharon from Belgium, welcome.
Is your tarp holding up in the rain? Kathleen, yes and no. I mean, it's still there and it's still doing a really good job. The problem is the cats have decided that that's a good playroom up
like
there.
A
Playground. So they get up there and they run around and they're making little bitty holes everywhere. So now we've got little bitty leaks, all around the camp.
And where the things are, where the tarp touches things, it's starting to wear thin a little bit. And so when it rains, we have to close our windows on this side of the bus because otherwise it'll drip in. And it's real slow drip, but yes. So it is holding up really well. It's actually doing better than we had expected.
It has way outdone what I thought it was going to do.
It's doing what we hoped it would, but we didn't expect it to last this long, and it's doing good. Yeah. So there are some leaks in it. And it just means that we're going to have to get a roof on sooner than later.
Hi, Sharon.
I put the pork roast or pork loin in the oven.
Okay. Oh, good. That's perfect.
Thank you.
Yeah. The dogs would probably have that for dinner.
Howdy, Greg. Hi, Sheila. Yes, the boys did get their shirts today, actually. Mm-hmm, so I don't know. Did some of the kids?
Actually, it was a couple days ago, Monday. I think it was Monday we went to town and picked it up. It was at the post office. My camera's way
Yeah, it's being weird.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps adjusting like that. That's weird. Probably because it's lighter behind us or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyway, so the box came in on Monday, Sheila. We gave it to Liz. I had told her there was something in there for the kids. So she went through it and set it out, and the kids went through the stuff today. Michael is actually going to wear one of the shirts that you sent to MEPS tomorrow.
Yep.
So if you don't know what MEPS is, I don't know what the acronym stands for, but basically he's going to go do his PT test and his ASVAB for the military.
Yep.
For the Marines.
Yep.
So if you hadn't heard yet, Michael, our oldest at home still, is joining the Marines.
Yep.
We should turn that fan off. Does it sound windy to you guys?
There ain't no way it's messing that up. Yeah, anyway, Mikey is going to the Marines. So if everything goes good tomorrow and Friday, he will be shipping out to San Diego in September.
Yep.
If everything goes right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're super excited for him. I know that he's going to do a really good job. He's always liked a good challenge, especially a physical challenge. That's why he climbs trees and rock faces and stuff for fun.
Right.
He likes that challenge and that adrenaline, and I think that he's going to go find his people there.
Hi, Tanya. Hi, Rookie.
I think that he's going to find that his tribe is the Marines, and I really, really hope that it takes him a long way.
I think he is going to excel in it. I mean, I really do.
Military Entrance Processing Station. There you go.
Oh, hey, there you go.
That's what it is.
That is exciting. Yes.
Yeah, it's super exciting.
I'm very proud of him. Yeah. Congrats. That's phenomenal. Michael will be one heck of a Marine.
I think so, too.
I believe so.
I think so, too.
I have a lot of faith in him.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I could not be any more proud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He scored an 81 on his pre-AVAB, or like his practice ASVAB test, which is, I guess that's exceptionally high. Most people score in the 50s, right. I think. A 31 is passing. So he's been studying like a madman. I mean, he's been studying every single day till his brain turns to mush, and then he'll eat, and then he'll go back to studying some more. Yeah, so.
I don't ever see him. It's matter of fact, today, this little interaction we just had before they left out was probably the longest I've seen him in a whole day.
Yeah. Did Lily like her dress? Well, Sheila, Lily is in some trouble right now, so she's not getting her dress yet.
Yeah.
Not till after she's done with her paying the consequences for her actions.
Right.
So, I love it.
Howdy, Lynn.
It's beautiful. And I think that she will love it too, but...
My dad was thank him for his service.
Yes. Well, Rookie, thank you, Dad. Thank your dad for his service. Yeah,
right.
We are so proud of Michael. Not windy at all. Okay, good.
Although, I honestly have to say that I'm getting a little bit tired of all the blubbering.
Oh, yeah, I'm a crybaby. Yep, that's me. Computer programming repair. Just want you safe and close to home. Michael would not be happy in a job that requires him to sit still all day.
No, he's not.
He needs something physical and challenging and exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. I mean, Mikey had it in his head before we left Oklahoma, actually, a while before we left Oklahoma, that he wanted to be like
game designer,
or something like that. But I just don't think that would ever work for him.
He started looking into it and realized pretty quickly that he does not want to sit still all day.
Yeah, absolutely, Rookie. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, proud tears for sure. Trying to hold it together when Michael's around though, because I do not want him to see me crying.
Well, I heard Lily come down here this morning and she was like, I don't know, Mom's up. Or it was either Lily or the other one. What's her name?
The brat.
Yeah.
The brat.
Come down here and was like, Mom was up at Mikey's van crying.
I wasn't crying.
Oh, really?
No.
So.
She's exaggerating. But probably at Amber's crying, not at Michael's crying. I think that the lessons that Michael has learned as a homeschooler are going to help set him apart from his class. in a good way.
And I think with Mikey, as active as he is, I think he's going to just fall right in. I think he's really going to excel.
Tanya said she cried too.
Well, I'm sorry I haven't called you yet about the dump trailer. I've been busy. That's fine, Brian, because it's going to be a little while before I make a decision on that anyway. Mm-hmm. So. Tanya, I got to be honest with you. I don't know if I'll be able to hold it together during like the graduation part of it.
No, I'm definitely going to cry. And he's just going to have to deal with it because I'm definitely going to cry during that part.
I figured Wiley would be crying because Hunter's not up to speed yet. Yeah. It's...
But in reality, I mean, like Michael didn't really start stepping up and helping a lot until he was between 17 and 18. Before then, it was, you could get him to help, but he would get frustrated real easy and didn't listen very good. And so Michael's really come out of his shell, and moving here has really helped all of the kids, I think. Yeah.
Hey, Tony, have you guys floated away yet? Yeah.
It's very emotional.
Alicia, the Wednesday night live for us is always at 4 p.m.
Yeah.
We did change the Friday night live for Working with Wiley. If you follow Working with Wiley, we did change it to 7 o'clock. So,
hey, Eric. Hey, Sandy. So I haven't been getting a lot of videos out, guys. Actually, any videos over the last week or so because we've been doing a lot to get Michael prepped to go. Between taking him to appointments and getting all of his paperwork together, and because the Real ID thing goes into effect today, we had to gather up all of his stuff to go do that.
Yeah, they was like, if you'd have done this a week ago, you wouldn't have to worry about this Real ID stuff, but we had to do it now.
Yeah, so. He would have still had to have it to ship off to basic, but... and then also, this might make me cry, but... Yep. We lost someone really close to me.
Yes. You guys probably seen her on our lives. I believe her last name was Brown. Mm-hmm. It was Yvette Brown. That was always on our lives. I referred to her as Mama Vet most of the time.
That's what we called her, was Mama Vet.
And
she passed away.
She passed away. Yeah.
So I've been really jacked up about that too and haven't put out videos. I just haven't felt social, y'all. If I had been putting out videos, they'd be very disingenuous, and because I'm not myself right now. So
yeah.
Anyway.
And with Mama Vet, we was really becoming really close to her.
Mama Vet was gonna move onto our property. Guys.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, I've been slacking, and that's why.
It has been a very big roller coaster ride around here. I mean, on top of, me buying all this equipment and, waiting on it to come in, having to make trips back and forth to Fort Smith to, take the tractor and drop it off, pick up things as they come in, all that. Mikey, and now this.
And Lily decided to cop an attitude and do some stupid stuff. So now I'm dealing with her being a pain in the butt too.
Yeah.
Thanks for the love, guys.
Right, Eric. The thing about it is Mama Vet wasn't, but I want to say she was 10 years older than me. So she was, 58.
Yeah. I would say she's in her,
Yeah.
Late 50s, early 60s. Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, as far as we knew, she didn't have any major health issues or any concerns, and I guess she just went to sleep and didn't wake up.
Yeah, went to sleep one night and just didn't wake up. And it's crazy how that happens. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I've been sad.
Right. Yeah, Eric, right? She was very young. I don't, It's crazy. It's crazy. So, you know, we was on our live last week, and I noticed on Wednesday Night Live that she didn't come in.
Mm-hmm. Which is unusual.
And you know, we really just didn't think nothing of it. Well, hey, she was busy, you know, no big deal. And, you know, of course, there's, you know, we go 3 or 4 days without talking or whatever, so it wasn't no big deal. And then Friday Night Live, my live come on, and she wasn't there, and I was like, Jen, we need to get a hold of her. Mm-hmm. We need to see what's going on, make sure everything's okay.
And at first, when I called, she didn't answer.
No answer, and then she texted, and a lady texted back and said, hey, I've got her phone, and yeah, she passed away. So, super crazy.
Yeah, so.
I followed Mama Bet. She was so sweet, so tough. She amazed me.
I loved her, and I talked to her usually a couple times a week. We'd talk on the phone, and usually it was not for anything less than an hour. And it would just, I don't know. I was really looking forward to her coming in, you know, basically playing grandma. And
no, not Mama V. No,
Mama Vet.
Yeah,
Mama Yvette. Her name was Yvette Brown on YouTube. She will definitely be missed.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah, she will. Hi, Loretta. Hi, Tracy.
So, anyway. You know, and she's somebody we met on YouTube.
Yeah,
she's like you guys.
Right. She's just like you guys. I mean, like Jen said, I mean, we was really preparing this spring. Once I get all the tractor going and all this stuff going, we was really prepared to start building a place, because she was wanting to sell her home in Texarkana, Texas, and buy a RV to live in. And we was going to start building a pad up. She was wanting to be up kind of by that gate area. Mm-hmm. She was wanting to be our gatekeeper, put it that way.
She said she's going to sit up there with her shotgun and protect her family. Ain't nobody coming through that gate without Mama Vet knowing about it, she said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her name started with a Y. Her name was Yvette. So I think it was Y.
Howdy, Larry.
Or Yvett.
Yeah. Yvett.
So yeah. Anyway, so I've been slacking on videos, y'all. Sorry, not sorry. Got a lot going on.
Yeah.
Mostly in my head. Someone else come in and said they missed the news on my.
Oh. So Mikey is joining the Marines. Yep. He's going to be leaving at 9 a.m. in the morning to go to MEPS, which is the PT tests and the actual ASVAB test. He'll be taking the actual ASVAB test and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Yep.
They say if everything goes good over the next couple of days, then he should be shipping out in September. So
we gotta whip that whip over the summer and get some things done before Michael leaves.
Yeah.
We need firewood and a roof.
Yeah. Right.
I started putting, things on paper, and okay, so let me start out. Oklahoma is a constitutional homeschool state, which means there are 0 requirements in Oklahoma. You don't even have to notify your school district that you're going to homeschool. Your school district doesn't even need to know you have kids in their district. And so just let me start off there. So we do, each kid's curriculum is a little bit different. We've got math, reading, science, social studies, the 4 basic things. But on top of that, I started going through and actually putting pen to paper and writing down all of the things that Michael had experience in. Now he's not a full-blown tradesman. He's not totally trained in anything,
right.
But man, so when I did his high school transcript, because when you homeschool, you do your child's, you do their transcript and you issue them a diploma and stuff like that. And Michael would have had to have 23 credits to graduate, and he had over 30 on his transcript when I was done.
Yeah.
So, and then I could have thought of more stuff too that he's learned. But
absolutely, Eric. We feel the same way about you and Tracy.
Yeah.
Hi, Vicky.
I'd be super crying if one of y'all left us too.
Yeah. Do y'all do anything hunting or fishing? Well, yes and no.
I love to fish, but I suck at it.
When I was younger, I was a very avid hunter and fisherman, but life gets in the way whenever you become an adult and there's just not time for it. I have got to start making time for it again. I mean, that's one way we should be getting our food. Mm-hmm. And I have definitely got to start making time for that again. I absolutely love it. And, at one time I felt like I was pretty darn good at it, but it's been a while.
Wiley needs a new hunting rifle.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't have one at the moment.
I do need to invest in a new rifle. So.
That's one of his biggest holdups. Yeah. He'll have to train Hunter up. Yeah, I know. Hunter's our next.
Hey, Gary.
Work in progress. And
Hi, Bob.
that's going to be. I think that's going to be harder for us than it is for Hunter.
Yeah.
Hey, Vicky. Won't be on long at work. Well, thank you for stopping in and saying hi. Hey, Gary.
Actually, so this morning I woke up.
Amen, Karen. When I die, I want to go in my sleep. I want to go to sleep like any other night and then just not even know and just not wake up.
Yeah. So it's funny. This morning I woke up and I walk outside and I look down at the garden and there's 2 rabbits sitting down there in our garden. And I'm like, oh man, my 22 sits right inside the door. I just grab the 22 and I get me a couple of rabbits, but they was kind of small. So I figure I'll let them grow a little better. And hopefully they don't eat all Jen's plants.
I know they don't like tomatoes. They probably don't like jalapenos either. So as long as they stay away from my cucumbers and my squash, will be okay.
So all around the edge of our garden is absolutely doing awesome with the clover.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really awesome. And they was both out in the middle of the clover, just laying down eating clover. And so I'm like, as long as they leave Jen's plants alone and they eat the clover, we'll let them grow.
Oh, Eric said when we come visit, he's got a couple tools to give Hunter.
Oh, hey.
Maybe he can start building. Awesome.
We went fishing yesterday. Did more stump fishing.
Brian, same way. And it's so funny because when I was growing up, it was don't talk to strangers on the internet. And now I know so many strangers on the internet that I feel like you guys are family.
Right. Right.
I feel like if we sat down in a room, we would have no problem coming up with things to talk about. And it just is.
So, Vicky, the music in our videos is done by AI.
Yep.
Jen uses AI to write the song. She just feeds it the information she wants it to know.
And tweak it to how I like it.
Yeah, and tweaks it to how she wants it. And then she uses another AI program and puts it in there. And it's AI voice and everything. So it's...
One of the apps that I have that I use, though, actually just rolled out a thing that you can use your own voice to sing a song. Yeah, you can use your own voice to sing a song. We'll see. I haven't had time to play with that. Well, that's a lie. I've had plenty of time to play with it. I've just been trying to escape reality, and I haven't been doing anything productive.
Janice,
just
you're
while
right.
we're being honest here.
You're right. We're all family. That's it. It definitely, yeah. Hi, Cindy.
Morning, Cindy, or after that evening, Cindy. Michael's learned how to think outside the box, like when Wiley needed a hydraulic press and his wheel bearings.
Yeah.
And yes, exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly. Yes. I think that's going to really come into play when he has to do team building exercises in basic training, or if he's on the ground on a mission and knows, like which plants he can eat. If he runs out of food, he's going to have an idea of which plants are edible. And I know that it's different in different regions of the world, but he knows how to study that stuff and he likes learning that kind of thing. And herbal medicine, herbal medicine was one of his electives that he took in high school, basically.
Awesome, and Alicia. Well, thank you so much.
I don't know. I think that I was looking at that and I was like, dang, Michael, you're a pretty well-rounded young man. Michael's a good egg for sure. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, Michael's
right,
a good kid.
Hello from Canada.
Nancy.
I'm late, but made it, hit the thumbs up.
Thank you so much. Y'all, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. We really appreciate it when y'all do that.
In the 60s, we have rabbit or squirrel for supper, depending on the season. Yeah, exactly, Cindy. That's the way we need to be doing. And it just, life happens, and things happen, and I've just not had time to focus on that, and I really need to start doing that.
What is it?
The rabbits and squirrels and stuff for dinner.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, anything big, I've got the correct things to do. Dove hunting, or quail, or rabbits, squirrel. I've got
Small
what I
game.
need for that. But any big game, I do have to make an investment there. So, yeah.
And that's been a hard thing, hard bite to chew, because you're looking at, I don't know, $700 to $1,000.
Michael is going to which military?
He's going to the Marines, and he will be training in San Diego.
Yeah. Dang, you're so young. When I was growing up, you didn't talk about strangers in person.
You didn't talk to strangers in person, yeah. When I was growing up, I didn't know a stranger. I talked to everybody.
Alicia asked how your garden's doing.
It's doing great. My seeds, I'm a little afraid that my seeds that I planted got washed away with the heavy rain, but I'm going to give it a little bit longer and see before I go replanting things. We do have some stuff popping up. Our tomatoes are doing really good. Our peppers are doing all right. And then other than that, it's mostly seeds that we planted.
Now, if we can just get Hunter to think outside the box instead of outer space, yeah.
Hunter is obsessed with outer space, actually. So when he's staring off into space, he's probably literally thinking about outer space. So we're really trying to encourage Hunter to go into the Air Force, because apparently there's a Space Force now. Hunter asked me, I wonder what the Space Force does. And I was like, duh, they fight aliens. That is not what they do.
Jenna says, especially with the new equipment. I'm not sure what she was referring to there, but man, that I can't wait, guys.
And many aren't any stranger than you are. Gary.
How is the baby? She is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wiley was just saying earlier, he was like, I think I've held her more than I held my own kids.
Yeah.
It's so sweet when he's holding her too. She's like trying to grab his beard.
Yeah, she finally got a handful of my beard yesterday. Mm-hmm. Now her mom's mad at me because she said now whenever she picks her up, she gets a handful of her hair. Cindy, we really need to talk to you about it. My aunt is coming to Arkansas and is going to be in your area. Can you call me, please? Sure, Sheila. Absolutely.
Yeah.
More money on hunting supplies, Wiley. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I got you. Yeah. She's talking about because she said especially with the new equipment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can try to get Amber's kids trained up too. Yeah.
I'm hoping that between Hunter and Mason, which is Amber's oldest, that, they'll be able to keep up with what Mikey did. Hey, Drew, how's it going, man?
Hey, Drew. My dad told me he was going to find me a dead along the road because I will stop and help anyone. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Maybe Hunter will be an astronaut. Maybe. Or, Hunter said that he wants to jump out of airplanes and be a doctor. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm a firm believer of you can do anything you put your mind to.
So, Drew, I know you're driving, so you don't actually have to, comment, but I don't think we've told you yet. I don't know if you've heard yet, but Mikey is joining the Marines. Yeah. So he leaves tomorrow morning to go to Oklahoma City to what they call MEPS.
To go to the federal building in Oklahoma City?
Go to the federal building in Oklahoma City to MEPS school, or MEPS, to take his all these testing, and then he should be shipping off around September if everything goes well.
Yep. Alicia, I sure hope so. Hunter is an excellent helper to everybody else. So,
yeah. So if we say we're doing something, we're busy. Hunter's always got, his
He's
foot
like,
hurts or his leg hurts or his back hurts or,
I'm so tired.
It's too hot or he's so tired or whatever. But yet, he's like, oh, I'm going to go down to Jeff's. Jeff said he had stuff for me to do down there.
It's like, dude, you got stuff here. No, is Joseph your son? Has been in hospital, corpsman, tech since December 7th of 2017.
Oh, wow. Awesome.
We need to throw him a party before he leaves out.
Yeah. We'll see how all this works out. Like I said, it's a 2-day deal over in Oklahoma City. And then I think that's where everything kind of gets worked out. And then if everything works out well there, he'll be leaving in September. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, we have plenty of time to prepare for it, for sure.
When he comes back from Oklahoma City, I think that's when he gets to pick his MOS. So, yeah, we're super duper, duper, duper proud of him.
Yeah. And I forgot, we should call Dawn. Dawn's ex-Marine.
Dawn was a Marine? Or was she Navy?
Was Dawn Marine or Navy? Does anybody know?
We're talking about Dawn from Hat Creek Homestead
or Flippin' Homes?
Yeah,
Flippin' Homestead.
Now it's our Flippin' Homestead. What branch was she? I don't remember.
I was thinking she was Marine, but maybe she was Navy.
We'll throw him a party anyway. Yeah. I mean, he'll be 20 in July.
Yeah.
We usually celebrate his birthday unofficially around the 4th of July. Emily is going to be 16 in less than a week.
Yeah, in just a few days. Yeah.
Yep. She's growing up to be a decent young lady.
Yeah. She has definitely made some improvements.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can do. I taught myself about maintenance on different machines. Awesome,
Loretta, you absolutely can. Yep. Especially these days with Google and YouTube. Yep. There's nothing you can't learn if you're determined.
Honestly, I mean, not that I'm, the old saying, jack of all trades, master of none. Everything that I know how to do was pretty much self-taught. I'm not
figuring it out.
Yeah. I don't think really I had much of a teacher. Well, maybe auto mechanics, my dad was a teacher.
Cindy said, my baby will turn 39 on the 19th.
Wow.
I will be 39 on the 14th.
Jason was a Marine.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
I did know that, and I just didn't think about that. Don was Navy. That's what I thought.
Hi, David.
Oh, hey. Hey, Mama V.
Hey, Mama V. I probably knew Jason was a Marine, but I didn't remember that.
Yeah. I'll tell her happy birthday.
We'll do, Tracy.
Very close in age. Yeah. Yeah, just a couple days apart.
Eric said he's 39.
Backwards. Upside down. My birthday's on
and decor and more. My birthday is the 5th of July. Wow.
Michael's is July 1st.
Jack Benny years. Yeah. Wish y'all are going C10 Nationals leaving tomorrow. What?
Wiley didn't even know about it?
I probably did and didn't remember. But yeah. Dang it, Drew.
We can't really afford to go anyway.
No, not right now.
I'm 39 with 32 years of experience. It's not her birthday today. Her birthday's on the 13th. So, Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. And then my birthday's Wednesday.
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Yeah, we'll get to hang out with me on my birthday next week. To me, my birthday is just another day. I don't even care to celebrate.
I don't know, J and B. Honestly,
Wiley's dad's kind of a turd.
My dad's kind of a jerk.
We love him, but he is a grouchy old man. like, he is great to the grandkids.
Oh, yeah. My son is like, my dad will do anything in the world for you. Anything. But he wasn't like that with me. It was like, you either do it or it ain't gonna get done. You know, I don't know.
And like Lily, he loves the heck out of Lily too. Yeah. And he's great with grandkids. I think Wiley's dad's actually like disappointed that we moved away and Wiley can't fix all of his stuff.
Yeah. My son has a 76 CT in his driveway waiting to be restored. Oh, wow. Welcome, Marines.
Tanya said, Michael has the same birthday as me. Well, happy early birthday, Tanya.
Affectionately called them jarheads. We lived on, until 92, 95. Oh, wow. Finally got the motor pulled out of my tractor. The tractor is in about 25 pieces now. Yeah, I bet. Hi, Neil. Exciting. My husband is in the Army, and we're getting ready to... From
David said his tractor's in about 25 pieces now.
Yeah.
I hope you don't lose any pieces.
Hi, Ann. Hi, Brittany.
Hey, Neil.
We're allowed to be that way with our grandkids. Our children will only learn from their lessons from their parents. That's why we have to be strict with them. Yeah, I guess. I mean, because my dad was very strict. And I mean, I love him to death and I learned a lot from him, but I'm just going to say it, guys. He was an asshole.
Yeah. My dad is still a major crap talker, which made it really hard to understand when we were in trouble because sometimes it was okay to talk crap back. And then other times you got your head bit off when you talk back. And we're like, oh, dang, that's serious.
Well, Cindy, I always thought that meant you was a good mechanic. Because if you you're always going to have pieces left over if you're a good mechanic. Because you know what don't need to go back on there.
And my uncle says that too. You know you're a good mechanic when you have extra pieces when you're done. Must have one piece left over when you're done or you did something wrong.
The small stuff is laid out on the workbench. The big stuff is outside the shop waiting to be pressure washed. Mine was too till I got older. Hey, Felix!
Yeah, Eric, nobody ever looks at a car when it's brand new and is like, oh, that's going to be a classic someday. Like a popular classic.
Free Karen Reed. What? Picking our teeth up off the floor. Yeah.
David, I hope you don't have any like kids around, because if they're anything like our kids, you'll have that all laid out nice on the workbench and then come back.
Oh
and
yeah,
be like,
it'd be gone.
Where'd the sprocket go? Who needs a sprocket? And then Hunter will be like, oh, I made a knife out of that.
A murder trial that Drew's watching.
Oh.
That's funny, Melody. I can hear it exactly in my head, the way it's...
Yeah.
Hey, Ford Dude!
Howdy.
I mean, so why do we call you Ford Dude when you're Salty Stang? Because, yeah. I mean, obviously Ford Dude's your other YouTube name.
Yeah.
So why don't we call you Salty Stang instead of Ford Dude when you're using this channel?
The flywheel was left over and he just blew it off.
No kids to worry about.
Oh, okay. Well, you're lucky.
Damn, there's Drew. Nice, man. Long time no talk.
Hey, Renee.
Child's close to where I grew up. Been watching. Cops are corrupt.
He said, I've been called everything under the sun. I'll answer to them all.
I still need to pull the pistons back together. So is it a sleeved engine, David, or are you going to be able to replace sleeves, or are you going to have it bored, or are you just re-ringing it, or what are you doing?
My ex-wife made up words to call me. It's because none of the other ones hurt your feelings, so she had to try to make something up.
I'm about to meet Drew's buddy who's going to pick me up a parts truck. Oh, hey. Hey, Paul. My ex-wife made up words to call me. Yeah.
Marines are a few good men. The rest are in the Navy. You hear that, Greg?
Hi, Joey.
If Michael's nervous about going, he's not showing it at all.
Yeah, no, he's not. It's like, yeah, he hadn't showed nothing. I've been working on this flip truck I bought, trying to get it done to sale. Yeah. It has sleeves. I have new ones, just have to get them milled down. Oh, okay. Jamie uses these steps here.
Hey, Paul. Sorry if you missed saying hi to anybody. Y'all, please don't forget to hit that like button.
So, yeah, I still need to go to Oklahoma and get my new truck.
He had enough to pay for it, but not enough to pay for it and go get it.
Yeah. Did you already say hi to Clara?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Clara.
New truck. What did you buy? For dude, I bought a 60. I honestly,
Chevy?
I honestly have no idea if it's a 65 or a 66.
Oh.
But it's one or the other, and but it's just a half-ton long bed. Pretty slick truck though. Yeah.
Bye, Brett. See you later. Chevy only, Drew said.
I'm doing okay right now. So good running gear. It's got I don't know if it's 235 or the 290 or what it is, 6-cylinder granny 4-speed. But they've got the carburetor off of it, and the intake manifold is full of wasp nests. So I've got to pull all that off. It spins over by hand. So it's not locked up, but it does seem to spin pretty freely. Hopefully I can put a little oil down in there and get the compression up on it. And I'm pretty sure I can get it running. It's, I was told it ran when it was parked, but it's been sitting for a long time, and you know how that goes.
David said he's never worked on a diesel motor before and didn't know how much you had to take apart for the tractor motor, or before you could pull the motor.
It's not that purple truck, is it, Wiley? Purple truck.
A maroon one? Maybe the brown one that you saw there?
No,
red.
Drew. No, it's red. We will catch you later, Brad. I don't remember if it was a maroon one.
Eric, I think that the radio shut off once.
Are you talking about over at Dusty's place, Drew? No, that's not where I got it. Yeah, road trip. Man, the wife of Wiley, we need to see that video. Yeah, we should. Has Amber had any trouble like I did with the truck? Absolutely not, Eric. It has not.
I think the radio shut off.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. There was one time we hit a bump and it shut off for a couple of days and then it came back on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Other than that, absolutely not. Not. It hasn't missed a lick. So far. I was brought up in Lynn, Massachusetts. Texas.
Hey, Campbells, how are you today?
Glad I caught alive. 5.3 or 6 OLS would be a great swap for that. No, No, this one is going to stay just like it is. 6-cylinder granny 4-speed. It's going to stay exactly the way it is right now. I mean, even if I have to buy a different motor to put in it, it's still going to stay. I may, if I can get my hands on a 283 or 327, put a V8 back in it if I have to, but I would just as soon stay with a good 290 or something like that.
Drew said we need to go get that truck. Yes.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
Carb swap. 6-banger?
Yep.
When I got the tractor, it didn't have a dipstick. When I took
oil pan off, I found it. Good. How are y'all?
We're doing all right. I mean,
carb swap world. Yeah.
I've had a sad week, but I don't want to talk about it. You can go back and listen to me cry at the beginning. I don't want to cry again.
Drew, they make intakes to put carbs on LSs. Yes, they do. Salty Stain. Yep. They sure do. Drew wins. Check out Robbie Layton on YouTube. 72 and converted to a short bed. The old bed is sitting in his yard in great condition. Oh, hey. A lot of those guys are cutting those beds down now. That's actually what I want to do to Emily's truck whenever we start working on it. If I find the car I want, so I want to try to find like a Grand Marquis or a Lincoln Town Car or something and put this body over on it. And I want to cut the bed down and make it a short bed or whatever it's going to take to make it fit that suspension. Just in the middle of state. But yeah, I've always wanted to, and I've just never done it. But I've always wanted to keep one, completely just bone stock, and I want to be that old man driving around in that truck that looks like I bought it new, and haven't done anything to it. That's
before he was born.
Yeah. Make it a flatbed now. No. I have relatives who own Melrose Door.
Love from Georgia. Hey, Dolores.
Hi, Dolores. I'm not cutting it down, Wiley. He's in cahoots with car parts builder, and he's got. Oh, that's awesome. I will. He's in Utah, right? Oh, yeah. Bone stock is boring. Well, I mean, it might. I might split the manifold and put dual exhausts on it, but
Wiley making a stock truck, guys. Y'all know Wiley.
No, this one is going to stay that way.
I don't usually doubt you, but right now I'm doubting you.
Like I said, the only upgrade, if need be, if the motor is just junk and I can't fix it, that's in it, the only upgrade might be a V8, but that would be about it.
Eric said, my uncle used to make his cars into trucks, which made no sense since trucks in the 60s were cheaper than cars. Hey, Dolores. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little bit since we've seen you in here for sure. So down in Oklahoma, in Rush Springs, Oklahoma, they call that the watermelon capital of the world. And the watermelon hauler down there is like a 59 Cadillac that's been cut off behind the back two doors. And it's got a flatbed on it with like cattle racks, and it's got stacks and all that stuff. It's really cool. But they made a pickup out of a 59 Cadillac.
Drew said Robbie Layton is the guy who painted the Morvere, Wiley, I think.
Oh, really? Okay. I thought that name did sound familiar. I bet that is who that is then.
I agree dude. I feel like Wiley's not going to settle for stock. I can't see him doing that.
So, I really, whenever I first looked at this truck, it's got all the hubcaps on it. It's got, the white wheels with hubcaps. And, I was thinking they were still the factory hubcaps. But honestly, now that unless I'm just not remembering correctly, they might not be the factory hubcaps for that truck. And I would like to find a set of factory hubcaps for it. But, yeah.
Melody said, "Oh, Jen, be nice. Wiley, don't say it unless it's true. Sounds like a good truck, Wiley." So, Melody, he'll say it's true right now because that's how he feels. That's the truth about how he feels right now.
So he did paint the Morvair and the Golden Nugget. Okay.
But he changes his mind frequently. And so we shall see how this plays out. Y'all mark my words.
The only other thing is, eventually it might get an automatic transmission because the older I get, the more I don't like a standard transmission. So
yeah. See, with it being a half ton, that truck needs a set of 10-inch Corvette rallies on it.
Oh, now that'd be pretty awesome. Eric said he's a really good painter, even though all people don't get my...
What? Did you misspell that last word, or do I just not know what that is?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a woman's prerogative to change her mind.
Yeah, right.
What's the question mark, Salty Stain?
I give Wiley the same grace. He's allowed to change his mind. Yeah. Yeah, your leg gets real tired. Yes, Mama V, Pasta Run Homestead goes live at 5, y'all. Right after we do.
I'm like Jen, I don't understand the last word either. I don't either. The only thing, though, the only thing that I've got to say is really this truck probably won't get driven a whole lot. And when it does get driven, it'll probably be driven by Jennifer following me to a car show somewhere.
I don't mind driving a standard.
So
long as it's not through the mountains, like Eric said. Then by the time
Eric said it should be impression.
Oh, gotcha.
No desire. Exactly.
I want the kids
Poor dude.
Okay, so you can't change it out. Here's how it should play out. When we teach the kids how to drive standard, and then when they burn up the clutch, that's when we change out the transmission.
When we put it automatic in. Yeah.
But teach the kids how to drive standard first.
Standard on heels, just don't stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can take off on a hill, but having to hold the clutch in the whole time you're stopped, and the brake.
I don't ever do that. You just leave it in gear, let the clutch out just a little bit, and let it slip enough that you just keep it moving back and forth.
Yeah, so you're just rocking at the stoplight, stop sign.
Automakers
right? They probably
anymore.
won't.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
If they do, it'll have to be like a special order type thing.
Oh, wow. I drove big rig with 2 and 3 selector gearboxes in 6 to 8 years in range. Paul, my dad, they custom built a heavy haul rig. It was Blue Diamond Trucking out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. They custom built a heavy haul rig, and they took it was 18 speed, and then they put a 15 speed behind that. So Dad said you could take off from Tulsa, Oklahoma, headed to California, and still be shifting gears whenever you go through Amarillo.
I forgot Mother's Day is this weekend. Is it this weekend?
Wow, look at that. I got a new set of headphones or headset for Mother's Day.
Yeah, hey, look at that. That's your early birthday present.
Yeah. You'll forget, and I'll convince you to buy me something else.
That's fine. I used your money to pay for it anyway.
Yeah, right.
My cup.
Special is equal to a set of headers and put them on the motor. I did 235 because you couldn't tell which one. So unless you tore it down.
For Salty Stang said my new Mustang and truck both have 10-speed autos, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm spoiled now.
Bad enough, Wiley. Yeah, right, Paul. $6 months pregnant.
Oh my goodness. On a hill in San Francisco.
Dang it.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Sid.
Hey, how's it
Or
going?
Mike. Whichever one it is.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Howdy. We're about to get off here.
Yeah, we're just about to get off.
I was reading where Ford was going to start making smaller, cheaper trucks with roll-up windows and manual 5-speeds.
Wow, really? Well, they need to. You know, it's crazy that they went from. You can't even buy those kind of trucks anymore, and it's
Hey,
stupid.
Kim, how's it going? Mama V goes next, guys, at Possum Run Homestead. I'm gonna pin that to the top of the chat real quick. Y'all can click on that link. Go check out our friend Mama V if you want to hang out some more. We've already got dinner done. Wiley smoked a pork loin today, and I made a big pot of beans with a ham hock we had left over. It's so good.
66 custom cab was the first vehicle.
Meet up the Mid America. Is that what you're talking about, Sid?
The Mid America meetup.
We're gonna try to
We're
go.
definitely going to try.
It depends on, we're gonna have to take 2 cars because our Suburban needs some work.
Unless I'm able to get to work on the Suburban between now and then, but I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah. And then the weekend after that meetup is when we're gonna do mine and Emily's birthday party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, in America. I guess that means you guys are coming?
Yeah, I hope to see you guys there. If we go, it won't be all weekend. It'll just probably be like the Saturday or something.
I'm a Ford guy through and through, but I'm not a fan of them EcoBoost engines. Yeah, I agree, Ford dude. Definitely.
What day is my birthday? Wednesday.
Wednesday. Yeah.
Emily's birthday is the 13th. Mine is the 14th.
Yep. Maybe you could borrow Jeff's rig? Yeah, I mean, I don't like borrowing other people's stuff like that, but
Me neither, because when I was younger, I went to my sister-in-law's house to do a load of laundry, and wouldn't you know it, that it was my load of laundry that the washing machine went out on. So then ever since then, I'm like, I don't want to borrow people's stuff because I'm going to break it.
Yeah. All
And
right,
then if I
Brian, see
can't-
you later.
If I can't buy my own washer, how am I going to afford to buy somebody else a washer or car?
Ford dude said, how old are you going to be? 21 again?
Yep. Yep. Sure enough. Michael and I are almost the same age now. I'll be 39.
Yeah, Eric, those was actually good little cars. Till they started messing with them and put them, 8 spark plugs in a 4-cylinder thing. And but the older ones were really good cars.
Yeah.
Jen, just get Wiley to repair your washer with your knicker elastic. When I was 59, he was still 29. I'll be working, but happy birthday, Jen. I don't usually get off till after 5 on Wednesdays.
Oh,
okay.
Well, we're glad you were able to hang out with us today, Melody.
Yep, it's time.
Yep, Mama V's going live. We'll see you guys later. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter, have a great evening. Yeah, I did see him in here earlier, and I kept thinking that I needed to say hi to him, and then I kept forgetting.
I totally missed his name.
Man. Now my daily is a 07 Chevy Colorado. It has a 2.9 Vortex 4-cylinder. I tell you, it's a good little strong engine. Really. Stay safe, you guys. Thanks, Paul. Yep. All right, guys. We need to get off here. Go eat. And I think there's still going to be enough daylight work left that we can do a little bit more work on Amber's camper. We'll see how that goes.
If the baby lets us.
Yep, if the baby lets us.
Yeah.
So,
Emily's at church, so she's not here to hold the baby. Patrick, we are going to try to make it. Yes.
We're going to do the best we can. Not 100% sure we're going to be able to, but we're going to do the best we can to get there. Yep.
Yeah, see you next week.
And for one thing, you know, we're still trying to save money to get them to California next month. So, you know, it's kind of a money thing right now. We just made some huge purchases, and, you know, now we've got Mikey going to the military. Now we've got them leaving to go to California in June, and, you know, trying to figure this all out financially is what's going to be a struggle. So, yeah, we'll see if that happens or not, but I bet we figure out a way to get there. Yeah.
And if we go, it'll probably only be Saturday during the day, because we have to get home and feed goats and stuff. And
right. Callie is more important than the meetup. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Priorities, y'all.
But yeah, so. I mean, it may come down to just, you know, driving over there Saturday morning and driving back Saturday evening, or, you know, whatever, however that works out. But, you know, that would keep the cost down a lot, not having to stay the night, you know, not having to, you know, so yeah, we'll work it out, I'm sure. But anyway, it's time to eat, guys. That food is calling my name out there. We love you guys. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see y'all next time, Friday at 7 o'clock on Working with Wiley.
Oh yeah, because we changed it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we love you guys. We'll see you guys later.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.